how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the CFCTALK Podcast. And let me say, it just felt amazing pressing this record button today. I'll give you a backstory of what happened, as well as us discussing the Chelsea-Newcastle game and the next Chelsea fixture. At this point, we've tried recording this episode 4 or 5 times. I've kind of just forgotten what our next fixture is. But I think it's against Southampton, and as always, we're joined by the usual hosts, Alex and Amart. Glad to have you on. Glad to have Zencastr working, guys. Alex, Amart.
Glad to be back again. Yeah, because we tried to record yesterday, and we tried about 1 billion times today too. But Zencastr, they added up the website update and. Yeah, it didn't work out, but thankfully for Google invented the incognito tab, and here we are. So let's get into this game that we probably will have forgotten a bit about now because of our struggles of the past day, but we'll do our best to go for and look forward to the Southampton game too, which is pretty big considering the results of everyone around us.
Yeah. As Alex mentioned, what a last few days. It's just been all over the place. We've tested out 3 or 4 different websites. Zencastr, thank you for fixing it out. Alex is more bothered about the chewing gum I think he's having right now.
The what?
What are you eating right now?
Sorry, I was having a raisin. I'm sorry, but that was so bad.
Nice.
Please edit that out.
One way or another ruining my host.
Ruined.
It's all good. Amart, welcome back. How you doing? How's your last few days been?
I mean, I was almost giving up on the podcast. I wanted you guys to continue because the internet issues were just too much. But finally, we'll be able to solve everything and we're back.
Yeah.
Back again. Okay. Sorry.
It's good to be back. It's good to be able to have a chat with clear voices and no issues. Hopefully it stays the way. Hopefully it stays like this the whole way through. Let's get right into it. Chelsea, Newcastle. I'll say it right now. I didn't get the chance to watch the match. I just watched the highlights a few times. But Chelsea did look good throughout the performance from what I saw from the comments on social media. Alex, your quick thoughts on the game? I mean, if you even remember them.
No, I do remember bits of it. I remember, it was, I think the main pleasure was of Timo finally getting his goal after so many, forever and ever. But he's been playing extremely well recent weeks, and the goal was extremely deserved, even though it was a little lucky. I thought Rudiger could have been judged offside, but he did kind of got out of the way in time. Giroud almost handballed it when the corner came in. So it was a bit lucky, but I also rebounded off. I think Giroud missed it, and then it rebounded off a Newcastle player, and then Rudiger got out of the way. So it was quite a lucky goal, but he needed the lucky goal because he's been so unlucky recently. And yeah, great goal. But the only other major taking was Kovacic playing extremely well, like probably one of his best performances in the Chelsea shirt. He completely ran the show. He was so direct and dribbled really, really well today. And yeah, was really crucial to getting the win. But I think the win was needed more than result just to continue getting those wins. And we're slowly but surely climbing up the table. So who knows what's going to happen next, especially with other teams around us dropping points.
No, it seems like I've forgotten how to record a podcast already. I was on mute. I think it's a great time for Chelsea to, firstly, because of the form that we're in right now, and secondly, because of how the teams have been playing. Liverpool, Man City seem to be drawing against Everton at the moment as we record the episode. So only 12 points off top of the table, 12 points away from Premier League, winning the Premier League. Amart, your thoughts on the game, and can we become champions this season?
He's still holding on to him. I think if we become champions, every Chelsea fan will be happy, no matter what. But it just looks like a distant dream that is becoming it's becoming clearer and clearer as we go on, but it's still distant. But with the game, I mean, like we started well. We started very very well. I think Callum was very very sharp in the beginning, and I think Alonso also had a shot at goal in the beginning that drew a save from the Newcastle goalkeeper. It was unfortunate also to see Tammy go off with an injury, but Giroud came in and did the business for us in the first half. And then Timo, yes, finally Timo has scored a goal. I think in that game, if he hadn't scored, I think it would have been no. I think before the game started, it was 14 games in the EPL without a goal, 100 days in the EPL without a goal, and then I think almost 1,000 minutes without a goal. So I think he knew that, and that was behind at the back of his head, and he was very very determined to score. And I mean that smile on his face when the VAR finally gave him the goal, and he was just happy and smiling, and it was beautiful. I think we I was just praying that they give it to him because it looked like it was handball. Like it looked like Giroud handled the ball, but he just pulled his hand away in the last minute. And yeah, he deserved the goal. He deserved what he got. And the second half was a bit quiet. I think the first half was a Timo show, and the second half was the Kovacic show. So we were able to dominate the game, not as well. Probably dominated the first half more, but we still grinded out the result and got the 3 points. So very happy.
Yep. One key aspect, Kepa Arrizabalaga, as much as I give him stick for being at the club, he earned his place, and he started ahead of Mendy in a Premier League game. I think, is it his first game? No, it's his first Premier League game in.
Well, I think the last one was the 3-3 against Southampton. That was his last one.
Yeah.
And also, this is just made me think of a conspiracy. What if Mohammed's been purposefully sabotaging our podcast today and yesterday, just so that he could review when his favourite player got a clean sheet? So, just because he was, for those who know, Mohammed wasn't supposed to be recording with us yesterday, but now we know why. Now we know.
I was just preparing.
I think he works with the Zencaster executives.
No, the Zencaster executives work for him. Clean sheet for Kepa redemption season is in full flow, and I mean, to be fair, he does look a bit more confident. There was that one, the chance where John Joe Shelby tried to shoot from the halfway line. He did the meme of "It's Kepa." Let's just shoot. It's if you haven't seen it, you know. Yeah. But he tried it and he just chested it with his
he just chested it with his
he chested it with his chest and really confident. Well, it looked quite confident, and but I mean there were still some things that we used to see with Kepa, like him not really controlling his box. He still kept punching the ball out instead of catching. So, and Tuchel even said after the game that Mendy is still his number one. So I don't think we have anything to be worried about. But yeah, at least it was a good show from him, I thought.
I think Chelsea fans are so used to just hating on him and just seeing him make bad performance after bad performance, that even if he does the simplest of things in a game, it's almost like he deserves the man of the match. But I give him a lot of stick, so I'll give him credit where it's due. I think he played really well. Clean sheet is still a big thing for Kepa. And yes, I know. I think I found Tuchel's comment a little bit immature. I don't know if you guys thought of it or not, but publicly saying that you won't pick Kepa now, I think that just, like, he's already lacking confidence, and for the manager to just go, oh, Mendy is still number one, it just kind of maybe puts him off even more, maybe just kind of hints that, he's going to have to leave this summer if he wants to play, or else sit on the bench and participate with the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup games. What do you guys think?
I think it was a weird one. When I heard him say it, I was shocked about it. But I think it's because of the question that he was asked. But still, he could have found a way to answer that question without raising any form of controversies or something like that. Because he said that he played Kepa just to give him minutes, but Mendy will still be his number one. And I don't know. I usually get worried when managers like start openly criticize. I don't think he criticized him, but in a way he kind of like shot his confidence a bit because
undermining.
Yeah, it's kind of like undermining him. I don't think it's something that he should have said in public. It's something that he should have kept to himself. He could have just told the reporter that he wanted to rest Mendy, or he'll be rotating them in the season or something like that, to let them know that both of them are are appreciated and they are needed in the club. But I don't know. I sometimes wonder if like Kepa is in goal throughout the FA Cup and then probably get to the final. Is it going to be a situation whereby we bring Mendy into the final after Kepa has been through the FA Cup? I don't think that would be fair. So it still seems like he's still getting even though he played, it still seems like he's still out of contention for the first place as a goalkeeper. And I don't think he should have said it publicly. Because he did well. Like you could see in the game that his confidence was back. He was screaming at players. He was shouting at. There was this. I think there was this pass that he gave out or something. He was shouting at Timo, screaming at Tony when there was a corner and stuff like that. Like he was very, very vocal in the game and he did very well. I remember the chest that he did, the way he chested the ball down, like as if he's saying that I've arrived. This is me. You can't beat me, something like that. But he did well. He did well in the game, and I think Mendy didn't do well. I'm sorry, Tuchel didn't do well in saying what he said after the game.
Yeah, I think so far Tuchel's probably been one of the managers who's been praised a lot with how he speaks in press conferences and how he's so professional with it. But I think this is probably one place where he kind of got it wrong. And as far as the press conference goes, he could have just dodged the question by saying whoever performs better in training, better in matches. And yes, Kepa played well against Barnsley, and I think Barnsley and then Newcastle. And for a manager to just come on publicly and say, "Oh, you've got 2 clean sheets in a row, but I'm still not going to play you because Mendy's number one." Okay, yes, we all know Mendy's number one, but you don't state that publicly. Yeah. You still make sure your second choice has a chance.
And it's the way. It's the way he said it. He said he's giving Kepa minutes. It's like he's treating Kepa like Anjorin or something like an academy player who is giving minutes to. So it was a bit weird to hear him saying that.
Yeah, I think let's leave that topic on its own. I think the more we talk about it, the more controversy that's going to be created on that one.
In all fairness, just before we get Kepa it shows you a bit about stats, but Kepa was second highest rating of any of Chelsea's players on Who Scored, 7.7.
Oh.
The only person higher was,
and I think first was Kovacic.
Yeah, first one was Kovacic on 8.7, but then the second highest was Kepa on 7.7.
Yeah, because in the second half he was struggled a lot, and he did very well in the second half, in my opinion. The first half for me, he was on vacation in the first half. In the second half, he came back from vacation and he was doing very well in the second half. So I think he deserves it. He deserves that.
Yep. Another one to talk about, Tammy Abraham, who I think he got taken off at, can't exactly remember the time, but was it the 22nd minute where he got taken off due to an injury? Apparently he was pretty good at the start of the game.
I didn't see much of him, if I'm honest. I missed the first couple of minutes, but then I saw the challenge, and it was a pretty bad tackle. But Giroud came on and did an all right job. I thought getting the clutch goal, and he just has that talent of always getting a goal when we really, really need it. And yeah, he kind of just put the pressure off the whole team, really, because Newcastle, until the second half, didn't really do anything or threaten at all.
Yeah, I think I watched it, and Tammy was very good in the first half. He was performing like how he was in the Barnsley game, very, very energetic, trying to win possession, trying to create chances for himself. But even with the penalty, the injury, the way he took the ball down was very, very good. I was very surprised the way he took that pass down. But I think he took too long in taking the shot. And when he saw the tackle coming in, he wanted to draw a penalty, so he stuck his leg in there, and it didn't work. It didn't work out. He got stuck underneath the tackle, and I think twisted his ankle or something like that. And he came on, like after the treatment, he came on and wanted to do it. But I was looking at him. I saw him limping, and so when he was eventually changed, I wasn't surprised. But like Alex said, Giroud came in and did the work for us after a brilliant. After some brilliant work from Timo on the left hand side, it was good. It was good, and like again, like Alex said, Giroud has a way of finding this kind of clutch goals, and he was in the right place at the right time. When the cross came in, it's as if he anticipated that the ball will fall loose and come back into the penalty box, because it was crossed. It was crossed right across goal, and the keeper made a save. Which point he pointed into the path of Giroud. Giroud will be the one near the keeper trying to score the goal, but he was further out, and he got the shot in, and he was at the right place at the right time. He did very, very well.
Yeah, it was a nice move from Timo. He really made that goal, the first goal, like really good ball into the box. Took on some players before that. And yeah, just Giroud being in the right place. So yeah, I think Timo's I think that's back-to-back man of the matches in the Premier League for Werner, I think now. Yeah. Yeah, we're all a bit drained. It's just, I mean, it's a weird time. Like, to be fair, we've been messed around by the recording stuff, but still, it was in the second half. There wasn't just really that much. I mean, Kovacic, he was playing well. He was taking on lots of players. I think Chelsea made 9 dribbles in the match, and 8 of them were done by Kovacic. And yeah, he was just brilliant, really amazing. And then there was also second half. Cho started, but James came on, and between the pair of them, they were getting quite a few chances on the right side, but they weren't really. They were being a bit selfish. Sorry, they weren't being selfish enough, and just kept passing it, trying to get a cross in instead of shooting. And James did one time try to shoot at the near post, and it deflected off their left back, and the keeper made a good save out of it. But yeah, Newcastle kind of came into the game a bit more in the second half. There was the Willock had a header that Kepa, I think, Kepa. It wasn't coming in very fast, but Kepa managed to get to it at least. It was going right into the corner, so well done to him to getting to that. But yeah, second half was a bit dead. Just not much happening for us.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's been like this in the Tuchel era. I think right now he's more focused on winning games than kind of like dominating the games or playing nice football or anything. He just wants to play and win the game. So when we are leading by 2, we're leading by 1, and it feels like we can lock it down, and we do that. And I think in the second half we were more defensive than anything else. We didn't really create chances in the second half like we did in the first half, and it has been like that throughout his time that he came. He has been at Chelsea, and it's been working for us so far. So I don't see any need to change. But to be nice to dominate games that we should be dominating like throughout the full 90 minutes, because it looks like we'll be dominating one half and the second half will be on the back foot. Because this game, at some point, it looked like it was almost mirroring the Barnsley game, because it was kind of similar with the way they were pressing us in the second half and pressuring us, but we still got the win. And I think that's how it will be for some time, until probably we've finished that season and he has got full time to work with the team properly. And I think that time he can start implementing his tactics, or probably he can start playing what's the beautiful football that probably a lot of Chelsea fans want to see. But now it's just about winning the game and locking that defense.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Timo Werner. He's almost had, I think, 16 contributions in 25 games?
I think 25 starts, I think.
And yeah,
Yeah.
25 starts. So 25 starts, and got to do some maths here. So he's got 18 contributions in almost 25 starts, which is not bad for someone who's just been signed into one of the best teams in England.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And it's his first season, especially, and I'm guessing these would not have. So the ones that I've counted, these do not have penalties included in that. So I think we discussed this last time. It was 5 penalties that he's won this season, so that's almost 5. So he's almost contributing a goal or every game or so. And not a lot of people realize this because of the fact that he's not directly scoring goals. He's been a key player in creating goals for us in Chelsea, and sometimes even scoring it. And now that he's hopefully scored this one, he can go on to score a few more. A bit of a debate that was going on Twitter. I don't know if you guys caught on to this a lot or not, but there were talks where people were saying if Thiago Silva and Mount are the 2 best players at Chelsea right now, at number 3 they'd put up Timo Werner. Would you agree to that?
Depends. Right now, no, but I think by the end of the season, probably yes, because I think Timo's just going to get better and better, and because he's doing everything right, even when he's not scoring at the moment. So now that he's got a goal, I expect him to continue that, or I hope that he can kind of kickstart or get more goals in the Premier League at least. I think he's got 5 goals, 5 assists in the Premier League, excluding pens. So yeah, really want to see him get more, and I do think once he does, he's going to be he'll be in the running for Player of the Year. I do think that. And yeah, by the end of the season, once hopefully he's bagged a load, then yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the running for it. But right now, for me, it's probably Mendy, I think, for Player of the Year, if I'm honest. Not necessarily because he's been amazing, it's just the effect that he's had on the team, the confidence. But then again, you could say that it's like, because he was so much better than Kepa, we may overrate him a bit. But the way I see it, his effect has still been huge on the team. He's still such a calming influence. So for me, he's 3rd Player of the Year so far. But I think Timo will probably take that by the end of the season.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of potential, and I'm sure we're going to be able to do that. But another debate that was happening is top 4, now that we've actually spent a game day in the top 4 of the table, and Leicester only 4 points ahead of us, and so are Man United with the same amount of games. Man City are winning their game now, as of right now, against Everton, so they're quite a mile away. But can we secure top 4 this season now, Amart, with the form that we're in, and with the tough games that are going to be coming up ahead towards the next from next week on?
Yeah, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but like we should just keep winning. We just have to keep winning. That's it. Because the season is so unpredictable. I think right now the only thing that we can all predict and probably will get right is City winning the league, because they've been very, very good, and today they are even winning, and I don't see anybody stopping them. They could have some draws here and there, but I don't see anybody kind of like beating them flat out. And they don't even have Aguero, they don't have Kevin De Bruyne, and they are still doing this good. So for them, we know they are a given. You can place your bets on them, and you might probably win. But with the 3 teams beneath them, that is where the issue comes, because there have been some inconsistencies in all those teams, like Man United, Leicester. Not so much as since Tuchel came, we've been pretty consistent. So if we can continue doing that, a couple draws, a couple wins, we can still maintain top 4. Because we even had fears that Everton might creep into top 4 because they had games in hand, but they are losing today. They have one more in hand, but even if they win that one, they are still behind us. So I think for now it's secured, and I can see us getting it. It's just a matter of like winning and making sure that whatever points that are lost around us, we be able to grab it and take full advantage of it, and I think we'll be okay.
Alex, I know you love being put on the spot, so after Southampton, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but in the Premier League, we've got Man United, Everton, Leeds, and then Sheffield United. And then, actually, where is our
Not
Liverpool
until
game
later,
gone?
I don't think. I think we play United and City before, and then Liverpool's quite late in the season.
Yeah, I think it's the last but one game or last but two games before we end the season.
No, guys, I think it was after it was. Okay, this is confusing because I'm not. It's not. Are you guys on Google? Because I'm using the Google fixtures, and I've just seen that fixture is just wiped off. It usually came after
I think
the
it's
Sheffield
because
one.
it's been signed or something. Because it's not on the BBC. It's not on the
FA
BBC
Cup.
Sport either. It's not on BBC Sport app either.
Yeah.
So it's.
Because I'm checking the sofa score up. I think they say it's cancelled. They put cancelled next to it.
Yeah, it's not been.
So I'm guessing that's because of the FA Cup that we've got against Sheffield United.
Yeah. So that will be shifted forward or something. Yeah. And with it cancelled, it might even be our last game or last but one.
But Alex, again, Man United, Everton, both teams in good form, at least were in good form. Man United above us. If we keep winning if we win our next game and they win their next game, it's basically a fight against who can come out on top. Do you see us grabbing? So we've got a potential of 9 points before we meet Atletico again in the second leg. How many points are you looking from
So we
that?
play before the second leg Atletico. We play Southampton.
So between the two Atletico games, we play 3 Premier League fixtures: Man United, Everton, Leeds.
I think 6. I'd be really surprised if we beat all of them, especially Everton. Everton aren't an easy team to beat at the moment. But it is at home though, and Everton aren't very good at Stamford Bridge normally. So yeah, I'd be happy with a win at either Man United or Everton. But I don't want us to lose to Man United. A draw is not the worst. But yeah, beat Leeds and beat one of Man United or Everton, and it should be all right, I think. But I wouldn't write off us winning all 3 because we're in great form at the moment. So yeah.
No, I was just going to say, I think if we beat Atletico, I see us winning all 3 games.
It's not like that, Sometimes just because we could beat them doesn't mean we can beat the other 3. The guys will be tired. We play Saturday, Wednesday. We play lots of games in a close time period. So there'll be lots of chances for the guys. Hopefully Havertz will be back. Hopefully Ziyech will be on better form by the time that Atletico comes around. And because not necessarily because we'd start Ziyech, but we'll need Havertz and Ziyech by the time the games come, the really tricky games are coming every couple of days. We'll need these guys to be fit and ready.
Yeah, 100%. I think we need our full squad for this, and a team like us, we should be able to get as many points as from this. And Atletico Madrid is the real challenge that Tuchel's going to face before he even faces any of Man United, Everton, or Leeds, before facing Atletico again. And let's not get ahead of ourselves a lot here. So according to all 3 of us, top 4 races on. Great game against Newcastle. Not the best of performances, but we'll take a win there. And moving on, we've got Southampton coming up on Saturday afternoon. It's just finally an early kickoff. I don't have to stay up till 2 a.m. watching.
Yeah. Or not watching in some. Nah, that's savage.
Okay. So I'll tell you what happened. Okay,
I take that back completely. I know that. Go on, you can say, but I know that it's been tough.
I was just gonna say. Okay, so I had 2 tests and 3 assignments due the next day, and the game starts my time at 12 o'clock. So I had classes in the morning, so it was almost like a dead end. I couldn't even watch the game and be like, I'll just sleep for 2 hours or 3 hours. It was just I need to work or else that's it, done. So I'll be sure to watch the Saturday's game then.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not even sure I can even watch Saturday's game because I have a program to attend. But I'll try and find a place very, very quiet in the so I can watch it on my phone. Whilst everybody's paying attention, I can watch it on my phone.
Risking it for the podcast. No, I think that's one of the advantages you have of having like 3 hosts at a time. Because if even one of us doesn't end up watching the game, you still have those 2 hosts, still go on and have a discussion, and it still works out fine. And that's the advantage that we've got, and the chemistry that we've got. We kind of just understand each other, and we know this is where someone's lacking. Might as well just jump in. In Alex's case, jump into my hosting. No.
The battle of the host.
Yeah, he's just taking
I suggest
revenge.
we do a CFC Talk rap battle to decide who gets who gets to be the host. No. Or we play a virtual rock, paper, scissors before the start of every single podcast, and to keep it random, so we don't actually know who either is going to be. No,
and both of us come to the podcast unprepared.
Yeah. No, we don't both come prepared. We both go unprepared.
Yeah, that's what I said. Both of us come unprepared.
That's what I meant. That's why I'm like, it's that would be so wrong.
Okay, New Southampton.
Well, okay, Southampton are in awful form. They've lost the past 6 games in the Premier League, but Anthony Taylor is the referee, so we're probably going to lose. That's summed
up a review in 10 seconds.
Yeah. My prediction for tonight: 2-0 South. No, but Southampton. What? It's quite funny because they twice now in recent weeks they've played the same opposition in the FA Cup and then in the league, like right after. And they've beat both times. They played Arsenal in the cup and then lost to them 3-1 in the league. And then they played Wolves in the cup, and then right after they lost to Wolves in the league. So they just can't beat anyone in the league right now. They've lost for 9-0 to Man United was only recent. Lost to Wolves recently, Newcastle recently, Villa, Arsenal, Leicester. Like their most recent win was against Liverpool on the 4th of January in the league. So a month and a half ago. So
Charity FC or Chelsea FC?
Charity. Let's hope not. Let's hope it's not Charity FC. But it was 3-3 earlier in the league, earlier in the season. So who knows what can happen? But I'm confident. On form wise, we should be confident. But yeah, Timo played really well against Southampton in the game earlier in the season. So should be able to get a couple more, hopefully.
Yep. Amart, your thoughts on the game? And
yeah, it's I don't know. Southampton sometimes they are very, very unpredictable. They are very, very unpredictable. Like you don't know what you're going to get when you're going to play them. Sometimes they can turn up, sometimes they can't, sometimes they won't. Like Alex said, they've been doing well in the cup games, but the Premier League they've not been doing well. So I don't know what to really expect. But I'm just hoping that I don't know whether Havertz and Ziyech should be ready, but I'll be hoping to see one of them in the game against Southampton, at least before we face Atletico Madrid. And yeah, I'm hoping too that Timo Werner scores a goal. He doesn't go on another drought. He continues his good run under Tuchel. And yeah, we just have to go there and win. We have to win this game. It's going to be difficult because they also have a lot to prove because they've lost. I think their last 3 games in the Premier League, they want to also prove something, and they are 13th on the table. They keep dropping every time, so they also want to come in and get 3 points or get a draw or something. So it won't be easy, but I'm very confident. I think we can go there and win.
Yeah, 100%. We should get the 3 point that we need. Let's head into the 13 predictions, guys.
Right. Mendy, of course. Unfortunately.
I think Mendy's playing well.
Yeah, I'd be really surprised if Kepa does start, but I mean, I wouldn't be angry at it, despite some lots of people just seem to cry whenever he gets a chance. But I wouldn't mind Kepa getting a chance, but Mendy deserves it as well. So yeah, Mendy in goal.
Yeah, I think Mendy in goal for me as well. Amart?
I think with the keeper and then the 3 defenders, I don't think we'll see any kind of changes with them for a while. So I'm going to go with Mendy also in goal.
Yeah, Mendy in goal, and then we're going to have the back three. I'll go first this time with Aspi, Rudiger, and Christian. Silva is Silva fit?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think it's fit yet.
We won't find out until the press conference, probably, but I don't think so.
So okay.
But I don't think he'll be rushed. I mean, if he's fit, I don't even think he'll be rushed into the Southampton game.
No, I'm just saying because he's coming off an injury, so I don't think he would want to put him in such an intense match. Maybe give him a few minutes, even if it's at the end. Just 20, 30 minutes just to kind of warm him up for the Atletico game. And I know, I agree. I think your point of his age, I agree. I mean, it's the difference between Southampton and Atletico is only about 72 hours, and then we've got to travel as well. So I get where you're coming from. But yeah, if he doesn't start, then it's Christensen, Rudiger, and maybe Zuma. Maybe give Aspi a bit of a rest.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it, but I want to see Zuma play some more games. But I guess, I'd rather rest Aspi for this one and then play him against Atletico. So I would, but I would go Zuma, Christensen, Rudiger.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Sorry, Amart, you're.
Amart, what's your line? What's your back three?
I think I said it will stay the same.
Oh yeah,
for some time. So I'm going to go with. I don't know why Zuma Tuchel isn't using Zuma often, but I don't know. And I think since he's been out of the team, we've not scored or even threatened properly from a corner. So it's weird, but I don't know. He's found a team. He's found a system that works, and he wants to stick with it. So I'll still go with the team that the defensive line that he has been picking, which is Aspi, Rudy, and Christensen.
Wing backs, I'm going to go with Alonso. That's the thing. I might want to save Alonso for Atletico. So I'm going to say Emerson and Chilwell and what am I saying?
The wing backs.
We've got so many options on the right. Yeah, Chilwell has to start for me. I think give him some game time. Maybe start Aspi on the right wing back. And rest James, maybe start with James.
I think Aspi's days at right wing back are done. I think it's between right wing back is like the position of James and Cho now. I don't think Aspi is ever going to be played there under Tuchel, unless we're like parking the bus fully. I'd go. I would rest Cho, and with a view to starting him against Atletico, and I would go James, Jorginho, Kovacic, and has to be Alonso, I guess.
I think I'll go with Alonso. I want to see Chilwell play against Atletico Madrid. I don't know. I just feel like he might be better suited for that game than Alonso, but I don't think Tuchel will use Chilwell. I think he used Alonso. But for this game, I'll pick Chilwell, and on the left, and then Reece on the right, and in the middle, I'll go with the Kovacic and Kante combination in the middle. I know a lot of people will give me stick or think I'm hating on the guy, but I don't think he did. Jorginho did very well against Newcastle. In the second half, he was beaten a lot. I think he was losing chances and losing like 50-50 chances with Newcastle players, and I don't know. Like I've said previously, when we are in full control of the game, Jorginho is excellent, fantastic. But anytime we start getting pressured and stuff, I don't know. I don't see him being the best in the middle. So probably play him in this game and then drop him for Atletico game, or play Kante in this game and Kante in the Atletico game. So, but I prefer seeing Kante and Kovacic than Jorginho and Kovacic.
I think for me, I'm going to have to say Kante has to start for me. Maybe give Jorginho or Kovacic a bit of a rest. But I might as well give Gilmore a shout as well, even though it's a bit of a risky one. But I might give Gilmore and Kante a bit of a shout there.
I'm worried about picking Alonso against Atletico because we all know how slow he is, and Atletico is so good on the counter. But I guess at left wing back, that's not so important because it's the left centre back to cover for him. But yeah, I would start him now, but then I don't know who. Honestly, I wouldn't be. When we come to do our Atletico preview, I have no idea. I really don't know who to pick at left wing back. But yeah, for the middle, I mean, that's what I think. I do think it'll be Jorginho Kovacic. Whenever Kante has come on, it's never been one of Jorginho or Kovacic to come off. It's always been Mount or one of the other attackers to put like a 3-5-2 essentially. So I would be really surprised if Kante comes in to replace one of them. But yeah, I would rather go Jorginho in this one and then play Kante instead of Jorginho against Atletico. But I really don't know. I'm really looking forward to see the lineup against Atletico because it'll be.
I was just saying it's going to be an interesting because you could say, oh, play the same team, keep the momentum going, but then at the same time you could kind of say, oh, maybe rest the players and get them to 100% fitness for the Atletico game. As in my opinion, I think both games are important, but if I wanted to pick a better team, I would say we need a stronger team against Atletico than Southampton, even though I'm not saying Southampton can't punish us when they're playing like prime Barcelona. But I just think, yeah, you're not wrong, but I feel like we could experiment a little bit with Gilmore. But again, this is way before his press conference, so we'll probably get a better idea on Friday when he does his press conference.
I just think we got to be realistic with Gilmore. I don't see him getting in many chances under Tuchel, especially in the Premier League or Champions League. I see him playing a lot in the FA Cup, but don't change what's not broken. And right now, yes, Jorginho and Kovacic together, the Kovacic more so, but as a unit, it's working. And until it's proven to be not working or they make serious mistakes, then I don't see him changing it. And I don't see Gilmore, if I'm honest. I honestly thought Gilmore should have gone on loan because I don't see him getting many chances in the Premier League or Champions League. But I hope Gilmore maybe does. But yeah, before we even see Gilmore, we're going to see Kante. So if Kante doesn't even start against Southampton, then then what chance does Gilmore have? So yeah, I don't see Gilmore getting much of a chance at all under Tuchel, which is understandable.
Yeah.
He needs to deliver results at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong at all, and I'm probably the one who's overshooting and saying, oh, Gilmore has a chance. But yeah, I think what's left? Front three. Whew. Werner's got to start for me. I mean, he's scored a goal. We need him to score another one. I might rest Mount and if Kai is not injured, I'm going to play Kai with maybe Pulisic. Yeah, Pulisic, Werner, and Kai for me if he's not injured.
No, this is tough. Amart, do you want to go?
Alex is already bored of my lineup.
Yeah, I am. I'm bored of us trying to get Zencaster to work, and I am. Yeah.
He's thinking he's got Gilmore in his team, he's got Kai Havertz, both of the players who's got zero chance, along with just because he wants to win against Atletico.
Yeah, it's just it's just a shame because all of our wingers, bar Cho, are just out of form at the moment. So it's really hard to say, pick Pulisic or pick Ziyech or rest Pulisic, rest Ziyech for Atletico because neither of them will start against Atletico because they're both out of form. So it's like we have to play Werner. And I think Giroud will probably start, and the third one will probably be Mason. But yeah, I just can't see Pulisic or Ziyech starting. Maybe Pulisic but Pulisic's been used off the bench a lot, and so perhaps. Yeah, Ziyech wasn't even that good against Barnsley, so it's really hard to say start him in the Premier League. But I think it'll be Werner, Giroud, Mount, I think. But Hope I'm wrong. Hopes he gets a chance.
Yeah, about him not playing the Champions League, I think he has to play. I think the Champions League is CF's competition. He thrives in the Champions League, so I think for that one, I don't really mind if he's out of form or not. I think I'll prefer him start than him being on the bench because I don't know. I think that competition gives him a different form altogether. But with this game, I think I'll also go with Werner. Definitely, the guy is on top form now. He just needs the goals to back it up. But he's on top form, doing very, very well. Like helping out in defense, helping out in attack. Like the guy is he just found new confidence. And so him, I don't know whether he will go with a 3-4-1-2 or a 3-4-2-1. But for me, I think I'll go with Werner and Giroud up top, and then if Kai is fit, Kai behind them. If he's not fit, Mount behind them.
Yeah, I think Mount or Kai have to start there, and Werner. So these two are confirmed. A few changes up there as well. Okay, seems like Alex is bored of our lineups, and
it's just
let's keep it.
It's just because like they're a bit predictable, I think, at the moment, which isn't a bad thing. It shows that he's keeping it, but you just know Werner. You know that he's. I'm really surprised that Alonso's been getting the chances that he has, but I think that's more of a testament to Chilwell not really being that good at the moment. So we know that that's going to happen. We know that Rudiger's going to play because he's his favourite. We know Mendy's going to play. We know Asby's going to play. We know Christensen or Silva will be in the middle, but because Chris Silva's out, then Christensen has to play. So it's just a bit predictable at the moment. That's all. Sorry, rant over.
Yeah. I might start yawning now.
I don't necessarily think that Chilwell has been bad. I just don't think probably he doesn't fit into this system as well as Alonso does, because Alonso does so much in attack that we expect way more from Chilwell as well. And I think the system is what worries him a bit. But I think he's been okay the time that he has been on.
I think I was just going to point that out. I was just going to say, if it's a left back, I wouldn't play Alonso, and if it's left wing back, I wouldn't play Chilwell. So both of them, respectively, in their positions, are better than each other. But it seems like Tuchel likes the three at the back with wing backs. So Alonso is going to get the nod ahead of Christensen. Maybe Emerson might start, but not Christensen. Sorry, Chilwell. But yeah, it is what it is. Anything you guys want to add on to this incredible preview and review, which hasn't been the greatest, guys? I'm gonna have to say, I think most of us today were going to be frustrated if this didn't work, because it's almost been 2 days of us trying and figuring it out.
This is a shout out to Zencastr for being for their great website that they put out. Too fair, jokes. It's jokes. Because actually, too fair,
Alex is killing our chances of a brand sponsorship.
Oh no! In all seriousness, like, other than today, they've actually been really. And I'm not saying this to make things better. It's actually been really good, and it has. No, serious. No, come on, Amart. Sorry.
No, I'll add on to that, and I'll say I spent all day today looking for websites or apps that would let us record, and 99.9% of them are, you can record, but you can only record 10-20 minutes unless you pay incredible amount of fees. It's almost about $30 to $40 a month. And with Zencastr, it's just incredible, especially with the offer they've got right now. We're not sponsored by Zencastr, but if you guys ever want to start a podcast, Zencastr is the way to go. Even if you go for their premium service, it's better than any other platform out there. I will put this out there. Maybe not so much their new website, but again, it's in beta mode, so we'll let them have it for now. I'm sure they know what they're doing.
I think the main thing is like the audio quality compared to. I mean, we've tried to record on Discord and Anchor over the past couple of days, and it just doesn't compare. It really doesn't. There's nothing that gets anywhere near as good as Zinc.
I think that's everything. That's what we've got for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Actually, in the past 4 podcasts or 3 podcasts, we've earned over 1,500 views combined on the last 4 podcasts, and we haven't had much interaction on them, and we haven't had much subscribers from them. So if you guys are someone who's watching this from the suggested videos, if you guys are searching these videos up and finding it, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so, because it really means a lot to us, because that just shows that you're supporting us and it helps grow the channel and the YouTube algorithm and everything. So make sure to subscribe, leave a like, rating, follow all of our social media pages to stay up to date with all the news. Congratulations, guys. 600 followers on Instagram. I think 1,000 by the end of the year seemed impossible. It almost seems like we're going to hit 1,000 by the end of Feb. Thank you guys for all the support, and we'll see you next time.